which has had a sprinkling of rain, but the rain has stopped. It hasn't stopped the fans coming in. The center line supporters are in the building. They know there's a real opportunity here for their side. The Buccaneers with a chance to go joint top. Or in fact, they can take up over top spot if we get a flood of goals here this evening as the players make their way out into the playing arena. And wow, great excitement amongst the fans. It's been a while since they've seen the team in action. 17 days since they played a competitive official game. Likewise for Chippa. So both sides are well rested. There are zero excuses available here for a below par performance from either side. Stanton Fredericks is alongside me this evening, a man who wore the black and white of Orlando Pirates in the past, one of those with the red distinction of having worn the black and gold of Kaiser Chiefs and the black and white of Orlando Pirates. I think I'm going to have you with us here this evening. Yeah, it's a real chance on the Orlando Pirates side that we're on a roll before the international break. It's a real chance here. We've got something of a title race shaping up here.
Yeah, well, definitely, TJ, and the rest is for both teams. Let's see what they would have done in the last 2 weeks.
Right, let's talk you through the changes then. 4 in total for Orlando Pirates with Limon Siema coming into the defense, coming back into the defense, not back in Boas, of course, and he will partner, Siema will partner Spacey in the back. Also in comes Relamo for getting the starting lineup with the work his magic. Tabiso Newton started right back, and John Hato is at left back in the new back four for the Buccaneers. Also some changes on the bench. Walisa Da is amongst the subs, as is Makaula. Right, we'll talk about Chippa in a moment as I see Abdeslam Wadu and Manda Nagazi, who said gentlemen who will well, they're on a bit of a starting to go on the road. For Chippa here, Dufan Sebi gets his first start in almost 2 seasons, and he will be taking over from the injured Stanley Novali. That means that Johnson Stolle will deputize. Also in Kolanis Stolle and Bienvenu Manga up front leads the line. Abdullah Mariko gets a start against the team from Winston. He is on loan. He's of course a Pirates player, but he's on loan. So unusually he's allowed to play against his parents' club. So 4 changes apiece for the two sides. Of course, Bulagazi takes charge of the side for a 3rd time, and we'll be looking to once again plot the downfall of Orlando Pirates as he did when he was at Richards Bay FC here. As you saw, our referee is a very experienced and a former referee of the year, Mr. Gaza from KZN, for the sides. All set for action here. Chippa will have their work cut out against the Orlando Pirates side that are in fabulous form and coming into this one. Busy, we're back wearing the captain's armband. Of course, all the speculation about Zeli Borazi possibly signing a lucrative deal to play Major League Football or Major League Soccer. Right. And the 4 changes, Stanton Frederick, let me get your thoughts then from a Pirates point of view, that will how they were going to stack up here.
Yeah, there's changes in the defense as well as up front. Nice to see Mafakeng back. He deputizes for Apollos, so that's like for like. And a chance for Levito to step in, and very, very competitive position for Orlando Pirates at right back. And they have options at Otto. We assume that he's a consistent performer and was probably just rested because of international duty.
Sami Siaki wears the captain's armband, then for Chippa United this evening. Bienvenu and Manga is amongst the starters this evening. Also playing against the Shop Manglam and Manga. All set then, Mr. Kasa, under Mr. Kasa's orders now, it will be the home side to get us underway. Okay, a false start there. Let's try again. Here we go. It's Betway Premiership, game week 13. But it's a case of playing catch-up before Orlando Pirates because, of course, they have are slightly behind in terms of matches played on the front runners in the Betway Premiership this season. Otto immediately getting Pirates on the front foot here. A ball in is good clearance. Hitting it on the volley there. So we know he can strike from that kind of range. It's a good looking ball in. Dangerous looking ball with Boule. Decent. Coming to the rescue. It's going to be a busy night if the start the Pirates have played in the first minute is anything to go by. Now, chance on the break here. Evanga. The big man here still going. Evanga. No real power to take it past Sipo Chain, but of course now you get a sign of the way that they will play, will look to hit on the break. It's going to be that low block that who can blame them. Chippa wouldn't want to try and mix it up with Orlando Pirates because they'll get hurt. Slip there from John Otto. He gains his composure.
The same page that time, they're looking for Evanga.
Oh, that's it. America replays an advantage. Could be a chance here. That will give a lot of confidence to Msebi. Msebi gets down well and makes the stop. 9 and Tangela. Sipombule already showing his silky stuff.
Yeah, there were talks that Boule really showing what he can do for the national team and not so much for Orlando Pirates. But I tell you what, when he's on song, he takes the play, and as you mentioned, DT came in here, and confidence has grown, looks fitter, looks sharper, and looks like he's enjoying life.
Absolutely. That's what he missed. He was out injured. Doing some elegant stuff here from Pirates. Look at this. Tap on Moremi! Almost laid it on the platter. That would have been a tap-in. Good awareness there from Chippa. Still the danger not gone, but it runs away from Sipo. Work. This is some nice football being played by the Pirates here.
Excellent 1-2, nice movement there, occupying a lot of spaces there. Butuma almost got that touch. Really had a look. Excellent ball he made.
Oh, what an impressive start. Actually, it's going to be said, all of Pirates' new signings have hit the ground running, which is quite extraordinary. You hardly ever see that. Moremi's ball in! Attacking it, still alive here. Butuma attacking that one. Some quality supplying it there.
And it's alright, it's not often that if you do make 5 changes, all 5 really get the flow running and have an immediate impact. I think that's the case for Pirates.
How difficult it is can be to get the big money signings to play. Like record signings, British record signings.
Interesting today starting lineup. Looking at Tatiana, Moremi, Butuma, Boule.
Loses out. Muto gets it to feet. Now, Moremi, still Moremi. Inkami Mudise stands his ground.
Excellent defending there. Moremi just waiting for the defender to commit. So he can choose his side. Wanted to lean to the left with a stronger foot. You can see just trying to buy his time, but excellent eye on the ball from a defender. Closes when he needed to. That's some good work there done from Modise.
Boule shaping it. Completely done by mistake So far, so good from CB.
Must say, he looks very comfortable, very confident. For a goalkeeper that's lacking game time. Excellent attempt here from Bule.
The other option, of course, was in terms of Nelson Stolle. He's the one on the base of former Cape Town City. The reserve keeper is the one deputizing tonight. Remy. Let's see what he was trying to do there.
All the confidence in the world there, Remy. Lauded by the coach.
Every passing minute, Chippa will, not that they're lacking confidence in what we've seen here, but this will just be a boost. The longer they can stay in the game, the longer they can keep the score at 0-0, they will grow into the game as well. Cameron now is it could be a chance here. Otto trying to weave his way through.
Been busy all evening there, CRB, protecting that defence. This time, cutting off the angle from a dangerous looking Dion Hotto.
Well, we've already had a minute, almost a minute and a half now. Referee Gasa reckons that's enough. And Chippa Pengesi there goes in to the sweets, and there you go. Chippa United will be delighted. And Charlie can see what's been hard work in that first half. They've worked, they had to do a lot of work without the ball, and they've done it to perfection thus far. And as I said, Pirates will want to reflect on how it's still 0-0 going into halftime. When you see the amount of possession they had and the half chances created, they didn't work CB nearly enough as well. So that's something that they want to change. Mahopa is an option. Should they want to change things up front and take a different approach? We know how good he is at holding up the ball and playing players around him into the game. So there we go. That's the story then of an exciting first half. Unfortunately, no goals to report. There's only ever been 2 0-0 draws between Orlando Pirates and Chippa United. And on the evidence of the first half, it's difficult to believe and understand why we are still locked at 0-0. As we welcome you back, Escotini. This is the Orlando Stadium. They have come out in their numbers tonight on a Tuesday night. It is their last chance to see their home side in action at the Orlando Stadium for this calendar year. Because next weekend is a big cup final out in Polokwane, and then after that it's all about the Africa Cup of Nations. So let's welcome you back. I can tell you that there are a couple of changes, so we'll talk to you about that in a moment. Chippa are first to blink and having a look at the players that are coming on, and I'm going to get Stanton Frederick's thoughts on that in a moment. It is the changes that are being made are players that were not actually that influential in what is, I think Chippa, at least Bus Blagazi, the coach of Chippa United, has decided he can't afford to have passengers in a game where they're having to work so hard. And that's why Abdullah Mariko, against his parent club, has now gone off at halftime. He's to be replaced by Somela Nsundwana. And Boy Madiwane is another change coming on. He's going to replace Kolanis Tone. And it'll be Chippa to get us underway, or back underway, as the referee Skumuzo Kasa gets us going again. If you've just joined us, Chippa in red, attacking the goals now to the right, and of course, on the Pirates. Ezemnyama Ngengane in all black tonight. They dominated possession. Stanton Fredericks created the lion's share of the chances, like most of the chances, but they still haven't been able to breach. The man who's making his first appearance of the season, Dumsane Sidi.
Yeah, he's looked very comfortable in goal. Orlando Pirates bettering that goal and still standing still with not conceding as we have a look at the two changes in Chindwana as well as Marijuana coming in there, boy, just to add a bit of pace and physicality is what he'll bring, and hopefully Evanga can work in and around him. So you can see that Coach Vuzimuzi Vilakazi taking a bit of a risk here.
Right, as you see the teams are scrolling at the bottom of your screen, Pirates had made 4 changes as Potter overcooks this one. Pirates had made 4 changes from the team that beat Richards Bay in the Carling knockout to book a place in the final. And Chippa had also made 4 changes, and at the break made a double change. This is the man, Msebi. He said it's been almost 2 years since he started the game. As you see the rain starts to come down again, it held out, at least it stayed away for the first half. And now it's going to come down. That could be another factor to consider here. That Fredericks could change the conditions underfoot.
Yeah, we've seen in the first half Sabisi just losing his footing and almost giving that opportunity to Evangar.
Bule with his nifty. Oh, what a save! Usebi! Great reflexes to deny Mbutuma. The other goes down under challenge. Referee waves play on. Chippa can break. Delayed it a little bit too much. The Pirates have gotten back into position. What a save that was from from almost point blank range as Mbutuma looked to poke it home. Isn't really power behind it, but now this is a promise, but the flag was up offside against Figueiredo.
You can see that bit of a switch in formation here. The change allows Marijuana to go to right back, and Kam is now in the central position. Here's the 1-2, attempted 1-2. The clearance that fell to Mbutuma didn't have much option.
Chippa United have not won in their last 11 away league games. Drawn 4 and lost 7. Their last win was a 2-0 triumph over Cape Town City on the 18th of February. Wow. It's been a slog.
And their way form no better, only 1 point on the road for Chippa.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a real struggle. 11 matches. Only picked up 4 points on the road, and this referee got a card in the hand long before he arrived at the scene of the recipient. And Mzangu Sibi is rewarded for his fine performance so far with the yellow. Ito, he's coming with the body check there. Break the deadlock here, take the lead. Pirates are preparing a triple change, but first this, taken confidently by Msebi. Right. Well, something, Remy went for the snapshot there on the hard body. Something is coming out of the game now since the changes were made. South Africa is a movie, he would say as he takes a sip of water. That man, at the moment, he's not liking the movie he's watching.
Yeah, great anticipation.
Shot from Oremi there it was. Just I think his eyes lit up when that one came to him and said, I'll have a go here. And Chippa live to fight another day. Oremi now operating down this left-hand side with Apollos. Here's Apollos now on the takes a shot. They don't want to be standing off him for too many times in those situations because he can also smack a football.
Yeah, backs a punch here. Nice first touch. Open it up from a standing position there.
Hardly any backlift there. Siema wanted to click out the tangent. I wanted to for the dirty feet.
Vito just running into trouble there.
Oh, what a ball from Rene Mufuke! Oh, special! Brilliant! And yet again, Paris find the goal off the bench. Evidence Mahuba applies the finishing touch, but give all the credit there to Rene Mufuke. The assist will go to Dion Otto. But my word, that secondary assist, that pass from Rene Mufuke. How do they describe it? Try to pull up a window. Smashes the windows with that pass. Wow, what a world goal. And finally, it's only taken 75 minutes. And the Chippa United defense that have held so strong have been breached. I said it would take a moment of sheer brilliance. He's got them on their feet.
Yeah, drop deep here. Yes. Unlocked that defense with a brilliant pass. Excellent first touch from Hotto. Not the easiest on this greasy pitch. Just cushioned it nicely, lifted his head, and found a lethal striker at the far post as Evidence Mahopa knocks that one in, and Pirates take the lead.
He won't score many easier ones, will he? You know, he lost his footing as he put that one in the back of the head. Pirates finally make the breakthrough. Now, could be something on here for Chippa from Tudwana. And Figueredo still alive here. Tosia! And what a save from Sipo Chain. Great reflexes with his feet. Cummings has a goal. And Chain was straight at Sipo Chain. What a chance that was. The best of the game for Chippa.
I tell you what, it was a match-winning save there from Sipo Chain. Had very little to do all evening. When it mattered most, he came up trumps. Excellent ball here from Chundwana. Figueredo reaching. Nice touch from Madimona. And that save that kept them at bay.
As the volume goes up inside the Orlando Stadium, the Christmas lights are... No ways! Oswin Palace with a party piece! Gives a present, Christmas present to the Pirates supporters, and makes safe the 3 points! Oh my word! Magic! It's another of the subs that gets on the score sheet. There's 7 goals now for Paris. No other team has got more goals off the bench. That speaks to depth. That speaks to options. Oh, that was brilliant. You've got to feel though from CB. He's had such a good game, but there's nothing he could do about the 2 goals that he's conceded.
Yeah, it was excellent all evening there, TT. But you cannot give that man time and space in the box. Looked up, saw the angle, not sure there was a deflection, but have a look now. Damini is the one that picked him up. Look at it. He sat off him, Cummings never closed him enough. I think there's a bit of a deflection, but top bins from the Palace to give Orlando Pirates what would be the 3 points. A little bit of a deflection, but...
No, that's a big deflection. As I said, you've got to feel for the keeper. I didn't realize at first sight that there was a big deflection like that. That completely wrong-footed the keeper. Full volume now. The center line supporters, they can cheer now because the 3 points are in the bag. Job done. And Pirates pick up yet another win. They are on a roll now, other Buccaneers. Sailing the high seas. They were on the Pirates, winning by 2 goals to 0. There you go, joint top, if you like. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a title race on our hands. It's finished on the Pirates 2, Chippa United 0.